YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Today we have our very first Cornerstone's SBC for none other than Zubimendi. Zubimendi is an 86 rated card. He has the controlled acceleration type, right footed with 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I did not expect the SBC to be as expensive as it is. For you guys that don't know, there are 5 different requirements and it's going to cost you like 90,000 coins to complete. It's an 86, an 85, 2 84 rated teams, and then also an 83 rated team, and so there's definitely some prem tax with that. But with Zubimendi, he can play both the center defensive mid and center mid positions, and looking at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, I mean, a very well-rounded player. You kind of want to use him a little bit more like a deep lying playmaker where he is a bit more defensive but can also contribute a little bit in the attack. The 86 defending is definitely where the card's going to excel, but I also really like the fact that he does have really good passing and dribbling. So I do expect him to be quite balanced in the middle of the pitch. 70 shooting is not great, and then he does only have 75 pace. So with the way that the card is set up, boys, I feel like it's really important to get the most out of his pace and defending, especially if you do want him to be a little bit more defensive minded. So the Shadow Chem style is probably your best option. With the Shadow Chem style, he's obviously going to have the controlled acceleration type, but it's going to give him 81 pace and 90 defending. So a really nice upgrade right there. Now, in terms of playstyles, this is where I feel like EA could have made the card a little bit more desirable. He does only have 4 different playstyles: the low driven, inventive, aerial fortress, and intercept. The intercept playstyle is obviously really important for like a center mid, center defensive mid, so that's a really nice touch. But I don't know, man, maybe like the rapid or like the quick step, maybe the relentless, just to add a little bit more to his game, especially when you are paying roughly 90,000 coins to complete, man. A few extra passing playstyles would have been really good as well, but I think that the inventive is actually a little bit underrated. So with the way that the card is set up, man, and the player roles that he does have 2 player role pluses as a deep lying playmaker at both positions. And then he does also have 3 player role pluses, wide half, holding midfielder, and then also as a playmaker. So, I mean, whether you play him as a center mid or as a center defensive mid, definitely use him as that deep lying playmaker. At the moment, boys, we do have a very solid amount of midfielders from the Premier League that a lot of people are actually running in their starter teams. Like a lot of people like Tijani Reinders, Tonali, Rodri. So it's going to be really interesting to compare Zubimendi with some of those players and see whether or not it's actually worth completing this SBC. If you guys do enjoy these FC26 player reviews and you want to see more videos like this on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like. Turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Cornerstone Zubimendi card, and I must say, man, I mean, I didn't expect him to be as expensive as he is. 5 different requirements, roughly 90,000 coins to complete. So, I mean, hopefully he's worth it because we did use a lot of fodder and a lot of coins. Zubimendi right here. I'm going to look for a cutback. Okay. Now, we are going to try to use him as that deep lying playmaker. So, obviously, the defensive ability is going to be really important. But we're also going to try to create a few chances. Now, first things first, man. Let's go ahead and test out the card's dribbling. Now, for the most part, really good dribbling stats overall. This guy's a little bit aggressive with the way that he plays. But yeah, man, Zubimendi on the ball, not too bad. I feel like he's actually going to be a pretty decent balance between being like a very defensive-minded midfielder, but also technically really good. Zubimendi, play back. He does have low driven, boys. We'll go for a low driven shot. It's a decent attempt. If you do want to try to get him a little bit further forward, I mean, you do have low driven, which is actually a decent touch. I would have preferred finesse shot for like a midfielder. Zubimendi, great left stick dribbling. Let's go power shot. A little bit further out. Oh, boys, I kid you not, man. The power shot, not too bad. Now, the one defensive playstyle that's really important, man, is obviously the intercept. So we are going to try to break up the play as much as possible. Defensively, I mean, he's going to be sound, especially with like the anchor or the Shadow Chem style. Now, we do have Garincha making that run, boys. Let's go for a simple through ball. That's a nice pass right there. A little bit of counter-attacking football. Okay, boys, we'll take another corner. I feel like such a rat, boys, because I'm honestly just running with Zubimendi. That's good manual defending, boys. That's very good manual defending. Unlucky not to get the tackle, though. I feel like we should have got the tackle right there. Zubimendi. Now, this is where we need the recovery speed. He's going to play it through, isn't he? No, he's not, man. That's good recovery speed. A nice tackle as well. And again, now we do have Zubi making that run. I feel like he might not track the run, so we could maybe try to play it through. Zubimendi, nice. Played out wide. Great, man. I mean, linking up the play with him is going to be really easy. Play it through. Zubimendi, low driven. It's exactly what he does, boys. I mean, linking up the play, trying to get a little bit further forward. Low driven is a nice touch. I know that they nerfed the low driven play style a little bit, but I feel like it's still really good. Zubimendi again. Gonna go outside the foot. Great ball. That's the inventive passing play style right there. Great left stick dribbling. Zubimendi, cut back. It's actually a decent idea. I don't know why Charlton made that run back, though. Zubimendi, just trying to get him a little bit further forward from time to time. Great, man. I'm actually been pleasantly surprised by how good his dribbling has been. Nice 1-2 football. We did kind of get blocked right there, which is unfortunate because that was a decent play. A little bit of AI defending just to apply a little bit of pressure. I try to cut that in. Zubimendi. You know what, man? I mean, you can kind of feel the lack of the anticipate play style because sometimes when the ball is really, really close, he just doesn't get the tackle. Zubimendi. Now, do we have time for maybe one more attack? Let's go over the top. Should be able to keep it in, man. That's a great ball to Garincha. His long-range passing has been pretty surprising as well. Touch. That's great, man. I like the way that we kind of shielded the ball right there. Now, this guy does like to pass the ball to Alvarez quite a bit. Zubimendi. I mean, his pace hasn't been that big of a problem. And we did just give him the anchor chem stall. That's a good tackle right there. Manual defending does feel really good with the card. Great tackle, great tackle. Now, right here in this play, I'm going to try to get him a little bit further forward. Ekatike, play through. Great ball. Zubimendi, low driven. That's great, man. That's great. Those late runs from the center mid position can actually be quite difficult to pick up. Another clean finish with Zubimendi, man. Not the greatest of finishing, but definitely capable of scoring like a couple goals. Good ball right there. Zubimendi. Garincha is making that run in between. Garincha finish. Ooh, it's a good save by the goalkeeper, man. Nice little split through ball. What a ball. What a ball that is. Ekatike, nice. A little bit of patient build-up right here. It's nice. Charlton, I'm going to go near post. That's lovely football, man. We'll take that. Again, Zubimendi linking up the play, breaking up the play. All right, boys, straight into game number 2 we go, and so far, so good. I think that it's safe to say a solid player in game. The SBC is overpriced, and we also have Goretzka coming, so probably wait until we get Goretzka flashback to see whether or not it's actually worth completing them. Like, if they drop the flashback Goretzka SBC and they're the same price, man, I feel like a lot of people would just go ahead and complete Goretzka over Zubimendi, and rightly so. Zubimendi, that's a good little overlapping run. I'm going to go finesse shot. Yeah, maybe the wrong shot choice right there. I wanted to go for a cutback, but Garincha didn't really make that run. A lot of people have been using that Karchawi. Zubimendi, kind of like the furthest player back for that cover. Is he going to cut in? He is, man. That's good physicality as well. Garincha with a little bit of space, man. We do also have Zubimendi making that run. So we could maybe try to delay the pass. Now reverse it. Great touch. Zubimendi, 4-star weak foot. Decent, decent. His shooting isn't anything too crazy. Great recovery speed again, boys. And again, I feel like on and off the ball, he's been a little bit of like, I wouldn't say a tank, but the physical side to his game is most definitely there. Through the middle. I like the little pockets of space that he's picking up. Zubimendi back onto the left. I could have gone for the pass. Weak foot finish. It's great, man. It is great. To have Garincha making that run. Let's go over top. That's a great ball, man. We should be able to keep it in. Yeah, Zubimendi. Long range passing. Very, very good. Let's go, boys. Counter-attacking football right here. Ekatike, reverse it back. Zubi. Great sprint speed, boys. Great sprint speed right there. And another clean finish. Ooh, he did step with the center back. That kind of threw us off. Now play through. Near post. Oh, it's actually offside. I thought we were onside right there. That first time through ball was clean. All right, boys. So after using the new Cornerstone Zubimendi card in a few games of Division Rivals, I think that it's safe to say that he's a very solid player in game, but the SBC is obviously overpriced. 5 different requirements where there is an 86 rated team, an 85 rated team, and then also 2 84 rated teams. It's just a little bit of overkill in my opinion. If this card was maybe like 50 to 60,000 coins, I feel like he would have been a lot more desirable and a lot more people would actually complete the SBC. But because it is 90,000 coins and because there are so many really good prem midfielders, I feel like a lot of people are just going to brush this one to the side. Like for example, if you are looking for a more defensive minded midfielder, I mean, I know that Rodri doesn't have the greatest of pace, but I mean, he's only going on the market for 27,000 coins and he has Tiki Taka playstyle plus. Tonali, another really good option from the Premier League. He's going on the market for 18,000 coins. So if we compare Tonali and Rodri to Zubimendi, like is Zubimendi worth the extra 70,000 coins? Probably not. Now, if you do have a lot of fodder in the club and you do run a Premier League team, then maybe in that case, I mean, maybe you would go ahead and complete the SBC just to add a little bit more to the midfield. Very good at breaking up the play, very consistent in the tackle, and very good at advancing the ball forward, man, which is exactly what you want from a deep line playmaker. I would say the only real letdown for the card is the fact that he does have the 3-star skill moves and the 4-star weak foot. I mean, you might as well make him 4-star, 4-star, and he could also use a few more playstyles. I feel like the playstyles could be better. For example, boys, if you do run him as a center defensive mid, I mean, you're not going to have really the opportunity to use the low-driven playstyle unless you get him a lot further up the pitch. The intercept, we all know how good that is. The inventive is a little bit underrated, and then aerial fortress, I mean, you don't really need that for a CDM. So yeah, man, definitely some really aspects to his game. I mean, really good defensively. The technical side to his game is very balanced as well, but there's also some things that EA could have done to make him a little bit more desirable. Better playstyles, and then also 4-star, especially for the price tag, man. 90,000 coins. We're also going to get a flashback Goretzka very soon. So for me personally, boys, unless you run a Premier League team, probably skip this one and wait for Goretzka. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.